Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. Hamzah Sheeraz blows away Tyler Denny in only 2 rounds, and no one's going to be surprised that he won by stoppage early. 2 rounds. Yeah, I mean, I said 6, I think, but yeah, look. The first thing to mention is the size difference. Oh my God, it looked like a super middleweight in with a lightweight when they were doing the instructions. The moment the bell goes, I mean, they come out within 10, 15 seconds. Denny is on one knee because there was a swooping left hook, catches him on the temple. It wasn't particularly full-blooded. It's just that Sheeraz has got so much power. He's so big for the weight. He's so physically strong. And, yeah, he took a knee. Well, he got put on one knee, did Tyler. Gets up, gamely fights back, but you know, this was watch it through your fingers sort of thing. You were sort of waiting for Sheeraz to go through the gears, and he looked so relaxed in there. You saw what he did to Ammo Williams last time. Williams can fight and is himself, you know, for quite a big middleweight. Even he looked small. But Denny just had no answer, and he made it out of the first round. I think Sheeraz was just, you know, he'd had a look at him, put him on the floor. It was a 10-8, obviously. He was taking his time. It's a 12-round fight. Denny's EBU title was on the line. Sheeraz's Commonwealth belt was on the line, and he's got one of those WBC international things as well, silver belt or into, I don't know what the hell it is. Third round, you know, you did sort of think, I wonder if Tyler can sort of fiddle his way through these early rounds, what might happen. And he did land one particular punch that, you know, probably made Sheeraz notice it. You know, it was noticeable. It wasn't like a fly buzzing around his head, you know, and suddenly he's thinking, okay, you know, maybe the guy's got something. But Sheeraz was actually in first gear. And then towards I can't remember the exact time of the stoppage. I think it's probably about 2 minutes in, I want to say. Yeah, I mean, again, size and power counted for absolutely everything. It was... Here's the thing about Sheeraz that I noticed. I think one of the commentators also mentioned this. Every single punch that Sheeraz threw landed on that was aimed for the head, landed on the top of the head, the temple area or the frontal lobe area. And the accuracy of the kid, that's very difficult to do, to land those punches, you know, with that accuracy on that particular part of the head. I mean, it was... The writing was on the wall, and then whenever it was, I don't know, 2 minutes in, whatever the hell it was, Sheeraz again landed a left hook, was it, onto the top of the temple, which wobbled Denny backwards. He was near the ropes. There was another salvo, hinted at Sheeraz maybe going into second gear. Another temple shot. Down went Denny, and he looked... He knew where he was, but he did look wobble, you know, shaken, like he was really badly buzzed. He got up, beat the count because he's a game fella, and Tyler Denny, I've got nothing but respect for him. Talk about coming up the hard way. That's him all over. But the referee said no, because his legs weren't there. His legs were stiff, and the ref knew it. And mate, I don't know about looking into the eyes. He didn't look too bad. His eyes didn't look too glazed, but his legs looked stiff. And the referee said, no, that's your lot. And Denny, of course, complained, but how can you really complain about this? A stoppage like that when you're in there against this enormous monster that's sort of, you know, glaring down at you. And everything about this fight was ominous, from virtually the referee's instructions right to the end. You just knew that Denny, unless he did manage to sort of fiddle his way through the rounds and hang on, and you just knew what was going to happen, you know. And I'm kind of glad, because at least Denny is sort of, even though this is a bit of a pill to swallow on the big stage and everything, this was his golden opportunity to gate crash the world scene, even though he was EBU champ. You got the feeling, you know, this is only going one way. But there we are. onwards and upwards for Hamzah Sheeraz, as they say. And it's pretty much a barren division, a dead division, really. So, I don't know. Are we thinking that Sheeraz is going to start collecting the belts, making an undisputed champ of himself? If he can continue to make this weight, the middleweight division, the middleweight limit, because he is only 25. And I was thinking, I was on one of Boxing Beats and Rhymes hangouts yesterday, and I made the point to the guys that maybe it's best to hold Sheeraz back until he has moved into the 168 division, you know, naturally, and then put him in with those guys, because if he picks up a belt or two at 160, eventually he will outgrow that division. And if you've got that belt, you know, there's always a temptation to keep boiling yourself down, keep on doing it so that you're at 160, and then, you know, you can make more money. But of course you might wreck your body, or it might, you know, come a cropper on you, you know. You might end up weight drained, it cuts years off your career, you end up losing, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, I'm sure if they get a chance at a 160 belt, they're going to go for it, aren't they? You know, and who's to say he won't pick up more than one belt? Wouldn't surprise me at all. Anyway, what did you think of this fight for as long as it lasted? 6'3", gigantic praying mantis that is Hamzah Sheeraz at 160. Did Denny ever really have an opportunity? I don't think so myself, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you think. Comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the like button and spread the love. We've got the big one next, and I'm not talking about Liam Gallagher. Dubois versus AJ. Watch this space for the review video and enjoy. Bye for now.